Hello everyone, and welcome back to LWT Wildlife. In Florida, there is a type of super feral hog that people dislike as much as cockroaches. But did you know their terrifying story started centuries ago? The pure Eurasian wild boar once roamed the US, but it vanished forever. However, this disappearance became a nightmare for today. Eurasian boars and domestic pigs were originally brought to America by Spanish explorers to serve as a walking food supply for sailors. But they escaped into the environment and subsequently interbred with free-roaming domestic pigs, creating the massive super feral hogs we see today. To protect their land and crops, the simplest traps are used by farmers to catch them. Small box traps, or foothold traps, are placed at various locations across the farm. They are truly effective against solitary feral hogs. But the terrible part is that their kin will learn to avoid these setups and become trap shy when they see their own kind locked inside the trap. Once educated, the sounder completely alters its behaviour, making manual traps largely useless against large groups. Feral hogs inflict over $50 million in agricultural and ecological damage across Florida every single year. But this massive destruction has birthed a booming high-tech trapping industry. Today, the smartest and most complete traps are deployed everywhere. Industry-leading systems like Jaeger Pro or Game Changer use rigid steel panels engineered to exactly 66 to 68 inches high. Secured to massive 8-foot steel T-posts driven deep into the dirt, this imposing framework creates a towering 2-metre-tall fortress that prevents any pig from escaping. Out in the field, trappers turn into behavioural scientists before anyone even realises it. It is a psychological game. They use an attractive scent to pull these omnivorous feral hogs out of the thick brush. Reality proves that even when the outside environment offers abundant food, feral hogs never refuse these fermented corn lures. The trapper lays down a perfectly measured bait trail to convince the herd that this massive steel ring is just a safe feeding area. Setting up a trap requires meticulous preparation and camera observation after multiple days of baiting. The trapping zone is usually an area the feral hogs frequently pass through. The trapper will heavily scout for tracks or areas of rooted up grass to optimise the absolute best location to construct the trap. Once the target area is verified, the heavy steel panels are locked in, the cellular camera is synced, and the gates are left wide open to build the herd's confidence. Close the gates. Midnight strikes and the smartphone lights up. Right now, his adrenaline is at its absolute peak. The hesitation to find that golden moment to drop the trap can drown you. But with years of long-time experience, those trap clicks are almost always dead on. The heavy magnetic gate slams down into the dirt. The entire feral hog sounder is locked inside the trap. In a fraction of a second, the quiet feeding stops, replaced by a chaotic rush against the steel.
And they're caught.
In a different location, a specialised wildlife management team from the USDA is executing the exact same operation. They deploy these massive cellular traps to capture feral hogs destroying pristine turf in residential neighbourhoods and large agricultural farms. These suburban environments are incredibly tricky, but the objective remains the same. By removing the entire sounder overnight, the management team instantly halts thousands of dollars in property damage, keeping communities safe from the destructive rooting. Triggered the gate on a massive sounder of feral hogs. Over 30 hogs all at once. He describes that exact moment when the heavy gate falls and the dust kicks up as a pure dopamine rush. His hard work is validated by the sheer joy of a flawless catch. But the next morning brings a harsh reality check. While a cellular trap is virtually 100% effective locally, we are still losing the statewide war. The brutal truth is that technology cannot replace manpower. We face a severe shortage of dedicated trappers and a crippling lack of consistent, large-scale deployment. You can clear one farm overnight, but if the neighbouring property does nothing, the hogs simply multiply and spill right back over the fence. It is a fragmented defence that urgently needs unified action. Managing these highly adaptable animals is an ongoing battle to protect our agricultural economy and stop the silent invasion. It takes serious field observation, rigid steel, and perfectly timed triggers. But more importantly, it requires us to work together. Have you seen the damage these super pigs cause in your area? Or do you have a creative trapping technique? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to hit subscribe, and we will see you on the next LWT Wildlife adventure.